So, hello everyone. I welcome you back to this another wonderful session on CSAP news analysis, where we are covering various important news in association with Indian Express, Assam Tribune, as well as the Hindu. So, today is 10th August. So, let's start with the today's analysis. So, this is me and my details. If you want to join our WhatsApp as well as Telegram group, you can go via the link in this particular section. Also, the Director CSAP, Mr. Rajdeep Lekharu, on the occasion of Independence Day, to unlock some of the deeper understanding of the APSC or UPSC exams, he will be going live for an orientation session that will be on 15th August 2023 on our YouTube platform live at 6 p.m. Please do join him for the wonderful session where he will give inputs about the preparation stage, about various aspects of this exam. So do join us live on 15th August at 6 p.m. Let's start with the today's content. So today we have got the Patharughat uprising, which is very important on the context of Assam history. The importance of biofuel, India taking first steps to remove animals from drug testing, the conflict between Assam Rifles and the Manipur police, and some of the important prelims facts. So the very first news today is with the President applying for national recognition to the Patharughat martyrs. So we can see President Draupadi Murmu with Mongoldoy MP Dilip Soikia, Sipajar MLA Paramanando Rajbongsi, and various other members of the delegations at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, who recently met the President to declare the Patharughat martyrs as of national recognition. Okay, so jetia ami Patharughator battle buli ko, okay, yate tumalok sob details dia ase bhalke. So you can see where is Patharughat. Okay, it is basically on the northern banks of the river Brahmaputra. Okay, so we all know that before the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Patharughat peasant uprising occurs on this date, that is January 28, 1894. আৰু এটো জালিয়ানৱালা বাগৰ 25 বছৰ আগতে হৈ যোৱা বস্তু, and general populace has largely forgotten the importance of this uprising, because today if I see, this uprising killed nearly 100 peasants from the British bullets. Okay, আৰু এই যেটো Patharughat মই কলো, so Guwahati is basically in this particular site on the southern banks. তো এটো গুৱাহাটীৰ পৰা 60 kilometers north east আছে. So এখানে যদি গুৱাহাটী আছে, so it is somewhere around here. এখানে মানত আছে north east. এটো বস্তু ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট হয়। আৰু এই Patharughator ৰংটো ইয়াতে লিখা আছে স্টার্ট কেনেকে হৈছিলে, because in 1826 the British annexed Assam and began surveying the state's land. 1826 কিহৰ কাৰণে important? Because of the Treaty of Yandabu. Treaty of Yandabu. Okay, so mu comment section at kwa, what was the date when the Treaty of Yandabu was signed? So etu mu comment section at kwa. So therefore, when in 1826, British annexed Assam and began surveying the state's land, and based on this large-scale surveys, the British began to fix land taxes. The British began to fill the land taxes, causing bitterness and resentment among the farmers living in this particular area. And therefore, in 1893, the British government decided to increase the agricultural land tax reportedly by 70 to 80%, which is a humongous amount, or which is a humongous increase. And up until then, the peasants would pay taxes in a kind or provide a service in lieu of cash. Agote cash ni disil, kiba service di disile. Okay, to the Britishers, or maybe with respective to the other ones who were basically ruling them. So in Patharughat, despite these gatherings being democratic, the British perceived them as breeding grounds for sedition and opened fire. Jito bostu kor hoisile even Jallianwala Bagh buli. But actually আজি যদি মই কবলে যাও, Jallianwala Baghok আমি Patharughator rong buli kobo lage. But since we all know that Northeast was always neglected, তো এটো কানে কেটিও আমাৰ এটো বস্তু ইম্পৰ্টেন্টলি নাহিলে। এতিয়া আজি ভাবাচোন 2023 সনত in this 21st century a thing which happened in the 19th century. আজি 21st century আমি national honor আমি demand কৰি আছো. Okay, so therefore today we know that because of this particular firing or lathi charge, okay, official sources মতে কি কৈছে যে 15 killed হৈছিলে আৰু 37 wounded হৈছিলে. Okay, but যেটো মই local sourceৰ কথা কওঁ, local source কি কৈ আছে যে around 140 persons lost their life in this firing and lathi charged. Okay, so therefore today the significance of this Patharughata run is so important in the context of Assam history that therefore today we are demanding the recognition of the Patharughat martyrs or this Patharughata run and the national recognition. Okay, so here today yate eta significance ba hetu eta news asile karone we can see about such things. Okay, so even tumalage dekhisa Indian Army erected a martyrs column at the site on 28th January 2001 and SK Sinha unveiled this column and he was the former governor of Assam. Aru eta recently hoisile about CM Sarvananda Sonowar, the ex CM of Assam. On this date 28th January 2021 yate ki hoisile that he inaugurated a training and skill development center for farmers. And this center will also spread information about the Patharughatar uprising. Okay, so that is one of the major concerns with respect to this run as well as this particular place, why it has got some of the significant importance in the historical context of Assam. Okay, so yate muk eta kotha kobo lage eta tumaluke since yate ami Indian Army kotha padisilo olop agote, so muk kobo lage which division of Indian Army today pays tribute to the Patharughatar martyrs. Muk division to lage eta respective division ase, muk division to lage je kuntu division of the Indian Army pays tribute to the Patharughatar martyr. Okay, chalo next ahile importance of biofuel. To yate mainly ethanol blending or kotha koi ase, fueling a greener future. Okay, so yate ethanol buli kole ami ki buji pau, it is one of the principal biofuels which is naturally produced by the fermentation of sugar by yeast or by a petrochemical process such as ethylene hydration. Buji pala ki kolo moi? So when I say about ethanol, it is one of the principal biofuel আৰু এটো naturally produce করা যায়, ইয়াত কোনো artificial production নাই. So it is naturally produced by the fermentation of sugar by yeast or via petrochemical process such as ethylene hydration. Okay, so jetia moi fermentation er kotha ko, okay, fermentation, so we all know that fermentation is a metabolic process that produces chemical changes in organic substances through the action of enzymes. Okay, so therefore this fermentation is, in simple word, is the process in which a substance breaks down into simpler substances. Our fermentation or main process to a whole key where the sugar or supposedly lactose, moi jodi eta example di diu lactose boli, lactose plus lactobacillus is equals to energy for growth. আৰু এই এনার্জি কি কি হুমাই থাকিব, ভিনেগার হুমাই থাকিব, ওকে, yogurt হুমাই থাকিব বা চিজ উলিয়াব তাৰ পৰা, probiotics উলাব তাৰ পৰা. So that is lactic acid fermentation, যেটো মই কথা কৈ আছিলো, lactose plus lactobacillus. Okay, but overall যদি মই এটা fermentationৰ কথা কওঁ, তো fermentationত directly মই যদি sugar লৈ লওঁ plus yeast লৈ লওঁ, okay, আৰু minus তাৰ পৰা মই oxygen কৰি লওঁ, which will directly give carbon dioxide plus alcohol. It is a fermentation process. So therefore when I say about fermentation process, it is a biochemical process that gets energy from carbohydrates and does not require oxygen. Aru eta suitable example moi dibo khojisu. I don't want to make it more messy, but still it like examples tumaloke janibo lage, that will be helpful for you. Supposedly moi glucose or kotha ko, glucose buli kole ami ki buju, C6H12O6 Okay, এইবিলাক নালাগে তোমালোকক, but still মোৰ definite example to দিব মন গ'ল, so মই দি আছো C6H12O6 ইয়াত কি হৈ যাব 2C2H5OH plus 2CO2 এইটোত কি ওলাই গ'ল first হল এইটো glucose, this is ethanol C2H5OH, okay, and plus 2CO2 is carbon dioxide আৰু ইয়াৰ লগত plus কি release হ'ব energy release হ'ব. And this is basically what? The fermentation process. মই কি কলো? It's a biochemical process that gets energy from carbohydrates and does not require oxygen. Okay, so that is one of the simple element of this fermentation process. Okay, এতিয়া যেটো আমাৰ ethanol blending program. What this ethanol blending program is aimed at? It is aimed at reducing the country's dependence on crude oil imports. Crude oil imports. Please mention in the comment section যে আজি আমাৰ ইন্ডিয়ায় সবতকে highest crude oil কৰ পৰা কিনি আছে. Who is the largest supplier of crude oil to India today? Okay, recent data মোক লাগে. ঠিক আছে? আৰু এই যে blending target টো, এই blending target টো মানে কি হৈ আছে? আজি আমি জানো যে we are mixing or we are blending petrol and diesel with whom? Ethanol, আৰু এটো কিমান হয়? 10%. আৰু আমাৰ টাৰ্গেট কি আছে 20% by 2025 and ultimately to 2030 লাহেকে আমি আৰু বহাম 25% to 30% বহাই দিম, but target আছে কি যে 20% blending in petrol to be obviously done by 2025. আৰু এটো বস্তু কিয় কৰা গৈ আছে just to reduce dependency on petroleum, save money, because আজি যদি মই আমাৰ oil requirements কথা কওঁ আজি 85% oil কৰ পৰা আহি আছে from outside only, import only. Okay, তাৰ পিছত আমি জানো এটো less polluting হয়. Okay, হেতু কাৰণে আমাৰ বহুত কিনি policies আহিছে আজি, supposedly the national policy on biofuel, এনেকুৱা policy আমাৰ ওচৰত আছে. Okay, so এটো আমাৰ কাৰণে বহুত important হয়. Okay, তো ইয়াতে বহুত কিনি biofuels, solid biofuels, liquid biofuels, gaseous biofuels, solidত এখিনি আহি যায়, liquidত bioethanol, biodiesel আহি যায়, আৰু gaseousত biogas আহি যায়. আৰু এটো আজি কিয় নিউজ আছে just because August 10 is commemorated as World Biofuel Day. আৰু এটো কনটেক্সটতে ৰিসেন্টলি প্ৰাইম মিনিষ্টাৰে কি কৈছিলে biofuels fueling India's 21st century growth. এইবিলাক কেতিয়াবা কোৰ্টত আহি যায়, হেতু কাৰণে ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট হয়, লিখি থব এইবিলাক biofuels fueling India's 21st century growth. Okay, so ইয়াতে দেখা আছে 5 countries, okay, where I can say about the global biofuels and biodiesel market. Okay, so ইয়াতে different categories of biofuels কথা লিখা আছে, first generation কথা, second generation, third generation. Okay, first generation বিলাক কৰ পৰা বনায় made from food sources such as sugar, second generation non-food crops, wastes, third generation microorganisms like algae, example butanol, আৰু fourth generation বিলাক of these crops that are genetically engineered, যিবিলাক আমাৰ genetically modified থাকে তাৰ পৰা বনোৱা যায়. So these are the four categories of biofuels that we can see in the context of today. So এইবিলাক চোৱা গোটেইবিলাক ইয়াতে ডায়াগ্ৰামত দিয়া আছে, চাই ল'বা. Okay, advantages বহুত আছে আমাৰ because it is very easily available, because আমাৰ biomass to আমাৰ renewable source of energy পৰে, source material very useful, environment pollution বহুত কমি যায়, do not release much carbon, security yes very much security, কাৰণ নেশ্যনৰ ওপৰত আমাৰ কোনো নেশ্যনৰ ওপৰত আমাৰ ডিপেন্ডেন্সি নাথাকা হৈ যাব just because of this. তাৰপিছত economic stimulation, biofuel manufacturing plants can employ hundreds of thousands of workers, creating new jobs in the rural areas. তো এইবিলাকৰ কাৰণেও কিছুমান এডভান্টেজ আমি দেখা পাওঁ, and therefore today we are focused towards biofuels, ethanol blending এইবিলাক. Okay, so ইয়াতে বহুতখিনি disadvantageৰ কথাও কোৱা আছে of biofuels. Okay, যেতিয়া যদি কোৱেশ্চনটো আহি যায় critically analyze or critically examine the role of biofuels in our country, তো তেতিয়া আমি both positive and negative aspectতো যাব লাগে. So disadvantage of efficiency, yes, it is not as efficiency as the fossil fuel. Cost, yes, first impact of cost is very much. তাৰপিছত food shortage, এইবিলাক যদি আমি only যিবিলাক আমি foods পৰা বনাই আছো যদি আমি biofuel লগাই দিও আমি খাম কি, তো এটা এটা প্ৰবলেম আহি যায়. তাৰপিছত water use, massive water লাগি যায়. So কিছুমান disadvantage আমি দেখিছো. Okay, ইয়াতে আমাৰ লিখা আছে সব, so please do study all these things. এই যে blending program, then Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Yojana 2019, Gobar galvanizing organic bioagriculture resources. Okay, so এই schemes বিলাক ভালকে চাই লবা, these are very important schemes. Okay, চলো ইয়াতে means লেটা লিখা আছে আৰু এটা prelims question আছে, please do attempt this all. Next আহিছে কি India takes first step to remove animals from drug testing. Okay, drug testing or কাৰণে যিবিলাক আমাৰ clinical trial যিবিলাক animals use হৈ আছে, তো সেইবিলাকৰ কাৰণে কিছুমান আমাৰ পলিচিজ লৈ আহিছে যাৰ কাৰণে আমি এনিমেলছক ইয়াতে ৰিপ্লেচ কৰি আছো থ্ৰু some of the other organisms and which are basically artificially created. So এটো কোনটো আন্ডাৰত আহিছে? Under the new drugs and clinical trial rules 2023. ठीक है? So it has been passed by the government of India that have aims to replace the use of animals in research, especially in drug testing. Eto amar karone bahut important hoy. Okay, so yate the amendment authorizes researchers to instead using non-animal and human relevant methods, including technologies like 3D organoids, organ on chips, and advanced computational methods to test the safety and efficacy of new drugs. Okay, so organ on chips bili kole ami ki buju? These are AA battery. Okay, AAA to nohoy. AAA to horu hoy. Eto AA battery hoy. Size chips lined with human shell connected to micro channel to mimic blood flow inside the body. Okay, so eto eta replace kori ase. So we all know আজি যদি মই এটা তোমালোকক short video এটা দেখাই দিও ইয়াতে, this one. So we have seen okay, so আমি এটো দেখিছো যে how this mouse or this mice are treated. Okay, we all know that every drug goes through a long journey of tests which are designated to check whether it can treat the disease for which it was created or not. So এইবিলাক আমি জানো. So তাৰ ওপৰত কিছুমান first step আমি লোৱা যায় ইয়াতে কিহৰ ওপৰত? With a rodent, mouse or rat, and a non-rodent such as canines or primates. Okay, so এইবিলাকক আমি testing কৰি আছো. But today we can see that with the new regulations, the main objective is to eliminate the cause of using this mouse or rat for any form of lab use. Okay, our tar logot hetu karone koise je because today is the world of technology. So as technology use kor, it is no longer that mouse or rat use koribo lage. So technologies even directly suggested using human cells or stem cells, which are known as organoids or mini organs. Okay, so muk kobo lage what is organoids? Organoids hoy ki muk koi diba. So those are organoids, hebilak ami use koribo lage. Tar uporat you can see organ on a chip technology, jetu moi kolo AA battery use kora po. Tasot 3D bioprinter kotha kole, where bioprinters are used to print biological tissues issuing human cells and fluids as bioink. So it will be very much useful because if I have to see a patient, okay, who have been treated with such number of clinical trials, so আজি tar agote jiman khini test kora jay, ei testor karneo আজি কিছুমান আমাৰ challenges দেখা পাইছো, which is today growing more into concern just because of utilizing this number of mouse or rats or rodents for making the clinical trials successful. Even আমি দেখিছিলো during the time of COVID-19 only. Okay, যে কিমান খিনি আমাৰ rodents use কৰা গৈছিল for these trials. Okay, but আজি যদি আমি কিছুমান technology use কৰো, this will include faster recruitment and better retention, improving even the data and also monitoring the growth of or the positive and the negative effects of this particular type of medications or drugs that will be promulgated to their bodies. So etu karone aji yat amar eta initiative loi ahile. Okay, so this is a good step to protect such small rodents because even they have got the right to live for a longer period of time. So etu karone aji yate remove animals kotha koise from this drug testing, and India is the first country to take such steps boldly. Okay, chalo. So the question di thodi disu. Okay, so again I want to just repeat that Director CSAP Rajdeep Lekharu will be live on 15th August at 6 p.m. where he will go for an orientation session and he will comprehensively cover every form of aspects associated with APSC or UPSC's preparation. So this is our Instagram, Facebook and YouTube page. You can follow us in this particular 3 social media sites. Next, coming to this is TOEFL, Assam Rifles facing hostility in Manipur. Okay, so we all know about the Assam Rifles and we all know about the recent Manipur clashes. Okay, so we all know that following the April 19 directives of the Manipur High Court, the All Tribal Students Union of Manipur called for a tribal solidarity march. And therefore, the march was organized in protest against the demand for the inclusion of the Meitei community in the ST category. But however, we can see that violent clashes broke out at various places and the situation in Manipur turned extremely violent, which saw even the deployment of the Indian Army and all other paramilitary forces like the Assam Rifles. Okay, at the time of ki hoisile shoot at side order ahi goisile, shoot at side, iman basic violence hoi goisile. Okay, so আজি এই divide to কিহৰ কাৰণে হৈছে, just because of the Meiteis and the Kukis. Okay, আৰু এটো মেইনলি কোনটো এৰিয়া হৈছে, in a region like Churachandpur, Kopum protected forest area. Okay, so Churachandpur কোনখিন আছে, you can see this area, এটো Churachandpur. Okay, ইয়াতে মই দেখাই দিছো Churachandpur এটো এৰিয়া হয়, তো এই ডিস্ট্ৰিক্ট খনে বহুত ভাইলেন্ট হৈ আছে এতিয়া. Okay, and we all know that how this directly aggravated in the upcoming times, লাহে লাহে aggravated হৈ গৈছিল এটো বস্তু. তো এতিয়া since আমি জানো যে মণিপুৰ পুলিচে ৰেজিস্টাৰ কৰিছে এটা ক্ৰিমিনাল কেছ এগেইনষ্ট আসাম ৰাইফলছ, এফআইআৰ এখন দিছে কিহৰ কাৰণে, যে আসাম ৰাইফলছে প্ৰটেক্ট কৰি আছে কাক, the militants or the insurgent groups who are actively performing in this particular conflict. Okay, so hetu karone protect kora boli eta case register korise. Okay, and therefore you can say that recently Assam Indian Army has also went out with a reply. Indian Army directly support korise kak Assam Rifles. Yat koa goise je continues to be fair to all and fear none. Okay, aru yate koise je yate jiman khini accusations lagaise Manipur police, these are all baseless. Okay, yet Assam Rifles is performing their duty to the utmost. So etu karone ei bostu to okman news asile, so this is directly cut out from the Twitter jitu ajikali X hoi gol. Okay, to hetu karone yate koa goise keneke Meitei aru Kukir majot aji rifle to like dispute or karone aji ei gute north east or main state like Manipur ekhon ki hoi goise, turbulent state hoi goise. Okay, aru ami bahut khini enuka video surface howa dekhisu jot Assam Rifles ok question kora goise about their role in maintaining peace in the Manipur. So etia laheke Assam Rifles, which is basically a paramilitary force, is being replaced by whom? Is being replaced by the respective CAPF personnel. So etia dekhisu ami bahut kini BSF ba bahut kini CRPF or manu tate deploy kora goise, SSB manu deploy kora goise. Okay, so yate CAPF or kothao asile okoman, so yate swa stop using Indian security forces against the Meiteis. Okay, so yate bahut kini women organizations have protest korise. So etu karone yata kon confusion choli ase. So you can see destruction of Manipur poppy plantations. Okay, jot koa koisile je Assam Rifles e bahut kini poppy cultivations yata protect kore. So you can see all those reports directly mentioned in this particular slide. Okay, chalo. So yate Assam Rifles kotha gute likha ase about the background of Assam Rifles, ki hoy Assam Rifles. Okay, static bostu hoy, moi man koi na thaku. So yata eta question ase mains or, yata eta question ase prelims or. So coming to the prelims facts, yata dhuniake eta aji day hoy, International Day for the World Indigenous People. Okay, which is observed on August 9. So not today, it was yesterday. So moi aji cover kori disu etu, World Tribal Day is observed on August 9. Okay, every year to support the protect the rights of the world's indigenous people. Okay, so this is a very good day and it marks the date of inaugural session of even the working group on indigenous population that went around in 1982. Okay, so ebarar jitu theme, hetu theme ki hoy, indigenous youth as agents for change for self determination. Okay, so muk eta tomalake kobo lage, what was the theme of International Day of World Indigenous People in 2022? 2022 eta theme asile, he theme to ki hoy muk comment section ot koa. Okay, also we have seen that there are various major initiatives which have been taken by the Indian government under this particular World Indigenous Peoples Initiative. So eta बहुत important initiative ase, Sankalp se Siddhi. Sankalp se Siddhi. Aru etu kihot pore? Mission Bandhanot pore. Mission Bandhan. Okay. Aru etu directly implementation agency kar osor ase? Trifed osor ase. Trifed full form to ki muk koba comment section. Trifed, TRIFED. Okay, and through this mission, there are establishment of around 50,000 Bandas Bikas Kendras. Bahut bazar khulibo, bahut gudam khulibo. Okay, bahut parts khulibo. Okay, also tribes India retail store eblak khulibo. So all these things are basically under this particular thing. That is the Bandhan mission. That is the mission Bandhan under Sankalp Se Siddhi. ঠিক আছে, তাৰ ওপৰত বন্ধন সফটৱেৰ এপ্লিকেশন এটাও খুলিব। ওকে, সো এইবিলাক কিছুমান ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট এছ'চিয়েটেড টাৰ্মছ হয় ইন ৰিলেশ্যন টু দিছ পাৰ্টিকুলাৰ ফেক্ট। ওকে, আৰু এতিয়া যদি মই ক'বলৈ যাওঁ হু আৰ শিডিউল ট্ৰাইবছ, চ' অবভিয়াছলি এইটো আমাৰ 366 আৰ্টিকলৰ আণ্ডাৰত ডিফাইন আছে। চ' আৰ্টিকল 366 আণ্ডাৰত such tribes or tribal communities or parts or groups within such tribes or tribal communities that are determined under article 342. So এখানে 366 আৰু 342 article বহুত important হয় in the context of this tribal D. Okay, ইয়াত আৰু এটা বস্তু মই ক'ব বিচাৰিছো about PVTGs, particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Okay, so please do mention in the comment section that আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়াত as of now কেইটা PVTGs আছে, particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Okay, এই particularly tribal groups বিলাক যিবিলাক particular vulnerable tribal groups বুলি আমি কওঁ, so এই মানুহ কেইজনক বা এই মানুহ গ্ৰুপছ বিলাকক আমি কি বেসিছত ক্যারেক্টারাইজেশন কৰো। So obviously there are some of the specific characterizations which is basically needed to categorize a group under PVTGs. So ইয়াৰ মাজত আমি জানো pre-agricultural level of technology, stagnant or declining population, extremely low literacy and subsistent level of economy. Okay, so hetu আজি যদি মই PVTGs কথা আজি যদি মই ট্ৰাইবেলছৰ কথা কওঁ, according to 2011 census, tribals are around 8.6% of total population of India. মনত ৰাখিবা, important হয়। Okay, চলো coming to this one, বহুত বেছি ডিটেইলছ দি দিলো ইয়াত। Cabinet fixes requirement age of ASHA workers at 60. Okay, এইটো আসাম গভৰ্ণমেণ্টৰ কথা। ASHA বুলি ক'লে আমি কি বুজো? Accredited social health activist, and he or she or mainly she lady হয়। Okay, so she is a community health worker and is directly employed under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare under the part of India's National Rural Health Mission. আৰু এইটো ষ্টাৰ্ট কেতিয়া হৈছিলে? 2005। ওকে, সো এই বস্তুটো আমাৰ কাৰণে ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হয়। ওকে, সো এতিয়া তোমালোকে দুটামান মোক ৰোলছ এণ্ড ৰেছপন্সিবিলিটিজ অফ আশা লিখি দিবা। ৰোলছ এণ্ড ৰেছপন্সিবিলিটিজ, তেখেতসকলে কি কি কৰে, ৰোলছ এণ্ড ৰেছপন্সিবিলিটিজ। বেছি নালাগে, 3-4টা লিখি দিলে হ'ব মোক, তাতছে বেছি নালাগে। ওকে, চলো নেক্সট কি আছে? অৰুণাচল ৰং মহোৎসৱ। ওকে, তো অৰুণাচল ৰং মহোৎসৱ, দ্য প্ৰাইম মিনিষ্টাৰ has expressed delight at the Arunachal Rang Mahotsav being celebrated in different parts of India. And ki hoy, it's a 4-day theatre festival held across various cities in India to bring the lesser known history of Arunachal Pradesh to wider audience. When the final day of Arunachal Rang Mahotsav being organized by the Arunachal government commenced at the Srimanta Sankardev International Auditorium in Guwahati. And the aim is to showcase the state's rich but unknown history through drama and plays. And etur main jitu motto hoy, etu motto to ki hoy? The festival celebrates this diverse culture heritage and is in line with the principles of national unity. National unity. Okay, so etu bahut important hoy. Aru etu mainly kot hoi ase etia? Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata aru Guwahati. Mano rakhiba, sarikhon district, sarikhon city hoi ase. Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Guwahati. Okay, so etu bahut important hoy and it showcased how the heroes who contributed significantly to the freedom struggle against British colonial rule. Okay, so এইবিলাক বহুত ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট বস্তু হয় আৰু এইবিলাকতো নিউজত থাকে আৰু নৰ্থ ইষ্টৰ যিহেতু বস্তু তো APSC কাৰণে এইটো বহুত ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হৈ যায়। সো এইবিলাক বস্তু সদায় মনত ৰাখিবা, দিজ আৰ ভেৰি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট থিংছ। ইটছ আ 4-day theatre ফেষ্টিভেল আৰু 4খন চিটিত এতিয়া বিশেষকৈ হৈ আছে আৰু লাহে লাহে এইটো এক্ৰছ ইণ্ডিয়া হ'ব। অ'কে, সো প্লিজ ডু ৰিমেম্বাৰ। ইয়াতে অৰুণাচলৰ যিহেতু কথা কৈ আছো মই, এটা কথা মোক কৈ দিয়া যে অৰুণাচলৰ কোনকেইখন ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টে আসামৰ লগত বাউণ্ডাৰী শ্বেয়াৰ কৰে, এণ্ড ইন ৰিলেশ্যন টু ডেট আসামৰ কেইখন ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টে অৰুণাচলৰ লগত বাউণ্ডাৰী শ্বেয়াৰ কৰে। অ'কে, কুৱেশ্যনটো বুজি পালা যে অৰুণাচলৰ কোনকেইখন ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টে আসামৰ লগত শ্বেয়াৰ কৰে। চ' জাষ্ট ৰাইট এখন আসামৰ লৈ ল'লা, ছাপ'জলি আসামৰ ডিব্ৰুগড়খন লৈ ল'লা আৰু তাৰ লগত অৰুণাচলৰ কোনখন ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টে শ্বেয়াৰ কৰি আছে, তো এনেকৈ লিখি দিবা মোক, ডিব্ৰুগড়ে এইখন লগত কৰি আছে, শিৱসাগৰে এইখন লগত কৰি আছে যদি আছে। অ'কে, মই জাষ্ট এক্সাম্পল দিছোঁ। চ' সেনেকৈ মোক এটা লিখি তলত দি দিবা কমেণ্ট ছেকশ্যনত। Okay, so this is our faculty team. Okay, so this is our content team for the CNA. So lastly, a quote: when we strive to become better, then we are everything around us becomes better too. Okay, so আমি যেতিয়া ভাল হ'ম বুলি ভাবো, then সব আমাৰ আশে পাশে সব ভাল হ'বলৈ ধৰে. So this has been said by Paulo Coelho. Okay, so that is all for today from my side. Thank you and have a nice